Good day to all of you. I am S. Sivaram, former senior executive with 47 years of experience from Sashasai Paper and Boards Limited, Erode. I am very glad to meet you all once again in this video. In this video, we will be discussing about the waste in a manufacturing industry and how to eliminate them. Welcome to waste elimination training. Waste can be in the form of process, systems, technology, and people. What world class manufacturing definition says about waste? World class manufacturing is a holistic approach to quality and productivity improvement, which is focused on elimination of all forms of waste and non-value activities in the organization. This is achieved through a creation of culture of continuous improvement based on the total involvement of all employees. Who introduced waste elimination? Mr. Taichi Hono is a production engineer whose earlier years were spent in the textile division of the Toyota Corporation, Japan, and he later moved to the automatic business in 1943. Mr. Hono is usually referred to as the father of the Toyota production system, that is TPS, Japanese Business Management System, which is itself the basis for what is considered in the West as lean manufacturing. He identified and categorized 7 major wastes typically found in a mass production. Eliminating waste is one of the main principles of Toyota production system. Now let's understand what actually waste is. Simple definition of waste is as something that adds no value. Our customers would not be happy to pay for any action that we take that does not add value to what they actually want. Would you want to pay for the machine operators' wages whilst they are sat idle waiting for a delivery, or for the rework processes that had to be undertaken because the machine was incorrectly set, or even for storing your product for 3 months before it was delivered to the store? These type activities are considered as waste, which are included within the cost of your products, either inflating the price you pay or reducing the profit of the company. Waste exists in several forms. It exists in known form and also as unknown form. The unknown form is far higher than the known form. Waste also is obvious sometimes and not so obvious many a time. It is said that there is always a hidden factory within your company, and it is known as the waste factory. The known and obvious forms of waste are like the tip of the iceberg. Now let's see what is the similarity between waste and iceberg. Known and hidden waste in a factory. This is an image of an iceberg commonly seen at north and south poles of the earth. In this picture, it is shown that the known waste visible are only 1/3 of the iceberg. The other 2/3 of the iceberg are the hidden waste, meaning we have another hidden waste factory beneath our main factory. All non-value added activities are considered as waste. What actually waste is a continuation. Non-value adding activities are those which do not contribute to the functional value of the end product. It is highly competitive. In a highly competitive environment, the market cost, labor cost of the machine is beyond the control of the manufacturer. Hence, the only cost that left is in the hands of the manufacturer is to control the cost of poor quality, cost of non-value adding activities in the system. In today's scenario, we cannot increase our selling price to improve our profit. In fact, we are decreasing the selling price to stay in business, resulting in low profit. Selling price minus cost price is equal to profit. If we reduce our selling price, our profit will also decrease. How each one of you can contribute to increase our profit? All of us should identify waste in all our business activities in our organization and help to eliminate them at the earliest. Every waste has a cost. Cost price of a product also includes cost of waste. If our waste are increased, the profit will also decrease. If we eliminate waste, our profit will also increase. Hence, first identify the waste in all your business activities and take necessary steps to eliminate all forms of waste from your business, starting from procurement of raw material, processing, production, storage, delivery, service to customers, service providers, and other activities relevant to your business. Lean in basic terms means the elimination of waste, or muda in Japanese. Mr. Ono identifies 7 ways to be addressed by the Toyota production system, and they become known as the 7 Ws. So what are the, now let's see, what are the 7 Ws? Seven types of waste are as follows. Easy way to remember the 7 types of waste is to remember the word TIMMUT. T for transport, I for inventory, M for motion, W for waiting, O for overprocessing, another O for overproduction, and finally D for defects. Let's see some examples of waste in a business process. Defective materials, wasted materials, excess consumption of in-process chemicals, energy and water, unwanted inventory, demurrage, downtime of machines, unutilized capacity of production machines, productivity loss, waiting time, yield loss, excess paperwork, rework, defective products or scrap, downgraded products, returned material, warranty claims, customer complaints, cancel orders, excess transportation costs, delayed delivery. Now let's see what a business process is. A business process transforms inputs into outputs. Any transformation process or business activity either creates value or generates waste, muda in Japanese. How to improve business process performance? This is achieved by continuous improvement in the business process through detection of waste, elimination of waste, thereby increase the profitability of the company. Is waste an indication of problem? Waste is not a problem. It is a symptom of the problem. To eliminate the waste, the root cause is to be first identified for the problem and eliminated early by making appropriate corrective action so that they do not recur again. What are the barriers to accomplish company's vision? The barriers are the constraints or bottlenecks in the business processes which affects higher profit and higher customer satisfaction. The effects of constraints appear in the form of waste of materials, machine downtime, excess energy, water and in-process chemicals consumption, idle time or excess lead time, and other non-value adding efforts in the business process, products and services. What is the economic value of the waste? Since every business activity absorbs resources and every resource has a cost, similarly every waste has a cost, and that is direct loss to the company. Hence we must eliminate or reduce the waste in all the activities of our business processes. Time spent on non-value activities. The organization must therefore first identify all the non-value adding activities in the business, then take necessary corrective action to eliminate the waste in the system, and the time saved from these activities must be utilized in improvement activities. Why we must eliminate waste? Your company profit is your selling price less your input cost. No matter how you think about the selling price, it is very much dictated by the market, not by yourself. If you charge too much, then your customer will go elsewhere. If you charge too little, you may lose customers as they will perceive there must be something wrong with what you are offering. Therefore, the only way you have to improve your profits are to reduce your costs. This means removing all elements of waste from all the activities of your business processes. Moreover, your customer want on time delivery of products, perfect quality at the right price. Now let's see what are the 7 types of waste as identified by Mr. Taichi Ohno one by one. This is a picture of 7 types of waste. In the subsequent slides, we will see elaborately about each waste one by one. In this picture, additional another waste is shown as the eighth waste. This is the eighth waste. This is known as the eighth waste as wasted potential or utilized or unutilized talent of people. This eighth waste was later introduced when the Toyota production system was adopted in the Western world. Wasted talent includes individuals who had exceptional skills or potential and were unable to fully utilize them due to various reasons such as lack of opportunity, company policy, education, qualification, etc. These skills go unnoticed or acknowledged, resulting in the missed potential and opportunities for both the individual and the organization. Also, companies' recognition and rewarding system for the improvement suggestions given by employees not in place, that is, suggestion scheme not introduced to tap the potential talent or not listening to the employees' ideas, etc. The original 7 wastes are directly related to the manufacturing process, and the 8th waste of your unutilized is to specific to manufacturing management. In this presentation, we will mainly focus on the 7 types of waste only. Now let's discuss about the 7 waste one by one. First waste is unnecessary transportation. Means the transportation for double and triple handling of raw material and finished goods are commonly observed waste in many factories. Often the culprit of this type of waste is poorly conceived layout of the factory floor and storage facilities, which can mean long distance transportation and multiple handling of materials. Excessive movement and handling cause damage and are an opportunity for quality to deteriorate or get damaged. Transportation is a cost factor in the form of fuel consumption, and excessive movements add no value to the business. Then how to address these waste? Reviewing and remapping product flows can make this easier to visualize. Next waste is high inventory. As you know that inventory costs you money. Every piece of product that tied up in the raw material, work in progress or finished goods has a cost, that is, money is locked, and until it is actually sold, that cost is yours. In addition to the pure cost of your inventory, it adds many other costs which are considered as waste. Inventory has to be stored, it needs space, it needs packaging, and it has to be transported around, which leads to multiple handling. It has a chance of being damaged during transport and becoming obsolete, which may result in customer complaints. Another important waste is unnecessary or excess motion. Hence, motion refers to people spending time moving around the plant looking for tools, spares, files, etc. are considered as wasteful activities. The time a machine operator or a fitter wastes walking to the tools room or the stores for a fixture or a component could be far better utilized for if our plant layout and housekeeping are geared around having everything that is required close to hand. Searching time, energy and excess motion can be saved if 5 years concepts are followed strictly. 5 years concepts, good housekeeping, and a place for everything, and everything in its place is to be followed to overcome this type of waste. Excessive walking, bending, lifting, and handling materials have a negative impact on the employee's energy, health, and safety. Waste is also in the form, waiting is also another waste. Whenever goods are not moving or being processed, the waste of waiting occurs. Waiting can be also in the form of insufficient raw material, other spares, work in progress inputs, or information necessary to act for troubleshooting, etc. 1 hour lost in a bottleneck process is 1 hour lost to the entire factory's output, which can never be recovered. As a result, the operators are kept waiting or simply work slowly, which leads to wastage of manpower. Another waste, over-processing, is also considered as a waste. Over-processing is processing an item to a standard that exceeds customer requirements, for which the customer will not pay extra money. But the customer will be happy with the product, and you cannot give the product with the same specification because the cost of manufacturing this product will be high. By overprocessing, company will incur additional costs due to extra addition of input of process inputs like chemicals, steam, water, etc. Any excess specific consumption of resources than the prescribed norm is also a waste. Resources like energy and water are not only the significant sources of waste, but there is a moral and social responsibility to preserve them for future generations. And follow the SOP of the manufacturing the product and ensure producing with the correct specification only. Don't exceed the specification. Lost it will lead to the loss to the company. Another waste is overproduction. Simply put, overproduction is to manufacture an item before it is actually required. Overproduction actually degrades quality and productivity. The TPS system, Toyota Production System, is also referred to as just in time because JIT, because every item is made just as it is needed. When the market is strong, these wastes may not be very noticeable. However, when demand slackens, the overproduction creates a very serious problem. An unsold product will lead to high inventory, damage to the packing due to multiple handling, can become obsolete, which the customer may not want, may affect quality of the product, which results in more customer complaints. Overproduction leads to all other forms of waste. More raw materials are consumed and wages paid than necessary, resulting in extra inventory. This situation requires additional material handling, more storage space, and interest paid on money used to carry the inventory. Money is unnecessarily locked in the high inventory of the products. Additional staff, computers, and equipments may be needed to monitor the extra goods. Hence, overproduction is considered one of the most serious types of waste and should be eliminated as promptly as possible. The simple solution to overproduction is turning off the tap. This requires a lot of courage because the problems that overproduction is hiding will be revealed. Defects is considered to be another important waste. Waste from product defects is not simply those items rejected by quality control before shipment, but actually causes other types of waste throughout the entire manufacturing process. Rework or sorting may be required, increasing labor costs, additional materials may be needed for replacing. Any work that contains errors, mistakes, wrong dispatch, damaged packaging, or lacks something necessary is also defect. Customer satisfaction may result in loss or dissatisfaction. Customer dissatisfaction may result in loss of future business and market share. Company image may also be affected. To eliminate product defect waste, a system must be developed to identify the defects, use the problem-solving tools like fishbone diagram and why analysis, so that anyone present may take corrective action to eliminate the root cause and ensure it does not recur again. Process quality control lab and end product quality assurance departments can be more effective and strengthened. Ensure that no defective product goes to the customer. Without this preventive system in place, either other time-saving efforts are futile. Methodology for implementing waste elimination. First, list out all the activities involved in the business in order of process sequence, that is for raw material procurement, process activities including inputs and outputs, product handling, storage, and dispatch to customers. Analyze the current state and identify the 7 types of waste if present in the business activities and prepare a checklist. Use the fishbone diagram and identify the root cause of each identified waste to determine the root cause. List out the corrective actions to be performed to eliminate or minimize the waste identified and evaluate the expected benefits. Implement the necessary corrective action and review periodically for the effectiveness of corrective action taken and ensure the root cause has been identified and the waste have been eliminated. Now let's see what lean manufacturing says about waste. Lean manufacturing uses less of everything compared with mass production. Half the human effort is in the factory, half the manufacturing floor space, half in the investment of tools, half the engineering hours to develop new product in half the time, keeping less than half the needed inventory on site. Results in fewer diseases. This is by James Womack. the machine that changed the world. Yeah. This is possibly only by identifying all the waste in all the activities in the processes of the business. We have come to the concluding part of this presentation. Highlighting of this slide is that again let us welcome it is said that waste elimination leads to cost elimination and manufacturing excellence. If you have the will, you can definitely eliminate the waste. You can do it. Thank you for your patience hearing. If you like to view my previous videos on 5 years concepts, TPM, ISO, internal audit, management review meeting, Green Co, and problem solving tools, please search Learning with Sivaram in YouTube or in Google and click the icon plant in folder and as shown in this slide, so that my 24 videos on management system tools can be viewed in sequence. If you like these videos, please don't forget to press the like image and click the subscribe and bell icon in the YouTube for viewing my future videos too. Kindly share among your friends and others who will also be benefited. Once again, thank you all. Have a nice day.